guys, welcome to Prenatal Yoga. I'm Candice. So, missed the last week, but I'm back today. And I'm going to commit to this week and next week for prenatal yoga. And then after that, I am going to bow out. This is I'm currently, sorry, my back is to you. I'm currently 36 weeks pregnant. So I am very close to the finish line. And I'm excited about that. I'm not always excited about how I feel physically, but this is my third go around, so I know that this comes with the territory. So at the end of the day, I'm very grateful to have made it to this point and to have virtually had a very uneventful and healthy pregnancy. It's all I really ever could have asked for. So I'll deal with the not sleeping at night because I know it's coming anyway. So welcome to Prenatal Yoga. These poses that we do in Prenatal Yoga are pretty much open to all trimesters. I will say that because I am my late stage of third trimester, that I'm gearing a lot of things around that. So I'm doing things that I definitely want to focus on some breathing techniques today and a little bit of mindful meditation and some movement as well. But we're keeping it really simple right now because, again, I am so close and my body is like, no, can't do this, can't do that. And that's okay. Honor yourself and your limitations. Never feel pressured to do anything. If you feel like you want to lay down and breathe the whole time, that's perfectly fine and totally up to you. This is your practice. This is your moment. And feel free to do what makes your body feel good. I definitely would recommend some props. I am sitting on 2 blocks, which I use every single time I get on my mat. I also have a bolster pillow that I'm going to use in my final resting pose today. It's really comfortable. I also have this small pillow that I like to use with a few poses as well. So find the things that you need. If you don't have blocks, you can use books. If you don't have a bolster pillow, you can just use a regular pillow like I have, or you can stack some blankets. Just find the things that work. Pretty simple. Keep it simple, as we're going to do today. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I want you guys to just start off by take a comfortable seat. So again, I am sitting crisscross applesauce on my blocks. I will switch out my legs. Right now I have my right in front of my left. In a few minutes, I will probably switch out and put the left in front of the right just because I like to switch things up and it feels good to not be in the same one the entire time. So in your comfortable seat, I invite you to sit up nice and tall, nice long spine. We want our head over our heart over our pelvis. If you're not sitting on blocks and you're sitting on your mat, just make sure your sit bones are pressed firmly into the mat. You're not leaning over to one side, and lower your shoulders so that they're away from your ear. And just take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Close your eyes and just continue to breathe in this fashion. I like to say, inhale in through your nose like you're smelling your favorite flower. Exhale out through your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Inhale. Exhale. You really want to just kind of take these first few moments to just sit and control your breath as much as possible. Use that to focus in on as we come into our session today. Just keep breathing slowly, making sure that you're emptying your lungs with every breath. This is really crucial in pregnancy, especially at the stage that I'm at, because we know that soon comes labor and we're really going to be relying on our breath to be our anchor, get us through some tough moments. And even if you're not pregnant, I mean, that's just in general, getting overwhelmed, panic attacks, all the things that cause us to, in our minds, lose self-control. Coming back to your breath is always a way to center yourself and get back to, I don't want to say normal, but get back to just feeling more aligned. Your deep breathing calms and relaxes you. So every time you're taking in that air, you're breathing in lots of oxygen, and it's sending a signal to your brain that's saying, slow down, relax, reset. So just continue breathing, noticing any sensations in your body. So physically, what do you feel as you're breathing? Do you feel your chest rising and falling? Do you feel your belly expanding and contracting? Just take notice of these sensations. Remember, right now, there's nothing you really need to be doing. There's nowhere you need to be. Just right here, focusing in on your breath, trying to take a load off, taking a few minutes to not think about the many stresses of the day, stresses of life, but just being present in this moment with our breath, present with our bodies, trusting ourselves, trusting our bodies to do the things that are going to make us feel better. Again, just notice how you're feeling physically without trying to change anything. Because right now you're just breathing. So continue breathing, observing the sensations in your body, observing any points of tension that you might be holding on to right now. Maybe you're clenching in your fist. Maybe you are forcing your eyes shut. You're really squeezing them shut. Just try and relax all the little wrinkles in your face that you're forcing right now. If you're clenching your fist, just take a nice deep inhale in, and as you exhale, just let them fall. Let them be. If you're hunching in your shoulders, lower them away from your ears. Don't be afraid to hear yourself breathing. I definitely think that sometimes in yoga, it's like, it's weird. I don't want to hear myself, but really doing that, noticing your breath, you'll realize like, wow, I haven't been thinking about all the other stuff going on in my mind. So focusing on that breath is so important. And as we begin to close out this opening, centering / meditation. Think of an intention you want to set for your practice today. I think my intention for today is simply to let go. A lot of us are probably getting to a point, if you have children, where it's the end of the school year. Maybe your jobs are, who knows? I know me personally, I have some things that are coming to an end and some things that are beginning, and it's easy to be overwhelmed. So my intention for my practice today is to just be present and let go. Your intention can just be a plan, a goal that you have that can just kind of guide you and get you through your practice and maybe even get you through life. So think of that thing or those things. Take another nice deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Gently flutter your eyes open. And let's begin to get a little bit of movement in our upper body. So as you inhale, sit up nice and tall. Then exhale, just bring your chin to your chest. Look down, feeling a stretch in the back of your neck. Inhale and coming back to center. Exhale, look up. Chin goes up, neck comes back. Oh, I heard a crack. Inhale, center. Exhale, take and bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Again, it might not touch. Don't force your shoulder up. Keep that shoulder down. Just feeling the stretch on the side of our neck. Inhale, center. Exhale, bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Again, not forcing anything to touch. Keep it nice and gentle. Inhale, coming back to center. Let's do that again. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, chin up, look up, or keep your eyes closed. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. And then inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale here. When you're ready, take and start to draw pretty large circles with your nose. So again, we're just kind of warming up our neck, shoulder area first before we get into some other movements. Making sure we're still breathing. Really deep belly breaths. So I know for me, I feel like the deeper I breathe and I'm really holding it, I start to feel the baby move. So it's kind of letting me know I'm really connecting with the baby, giving him, yes, it's a he, the oxygen, things that he needs. When you're ready, reverse your direction. Go as fast or as slow as you like. Noticing any kinks that are being let out. Maybe you haven't noticed that you had any tension in this area until now. One more cycle and then meet me in the center. Okay. When you're ready, take and extend your arms out to the side. Let's inhale, reach our arms way up overhead, bringing our palms together, looking up, really reaching through to your fingertips. Exhale, float them down. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, reach, arms coming up, nice and long, really reaching through to your torso, keeping those knees down. They're going to be tempted to come up, ground them down. Exhale, float the arms back down. Bring your chin to your chest. One more time. Inhale. Reach those arms up, reaching for the stars. Palms come together to touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Nice deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale, blow out through your mouth. When you're ready, plant your left hand into the mat. Extend that right arm out, and then inhale as you reach up. Straight up towards the ceiling first, and then exhale, fall slightly towards your left side. Option to look forward, down, or up towards your arm. Really creating space in this area. My ribs have been taken over by the baby. Even though now that he's starting to drop, I'm supposed to be getting some release in my rib area. Breathing is supposed to be easier. Haven't noticed that yet. Inhale one more time. Exhale, float that arm back down. Now plant your right hand into the mat or the floor. Extend that left arm out. Inhale, reach up, straight up towards the ceiling first. Exhale, fall towards your right side this time. Keep it simple. Don't go full throttle. Scale of 1 to 10, I like to keep it between a 1 and a 5 at the most. Keep breathing. Creating lots of space in this area, so not hunching forward. Ears should not be to your shoulder. Inhale. As you rise up, allow that arm to float down as you exhale. When you're ready, inhale both arms up overhead. Exhale, float them down. Slowly make your way into a hands and knees position, or tabletop as we like to call it. I'm coming off of my blocks. Knees are going to be a little wider than hip width distance apart from me. Palms are nice and wide, so giving somebody a nice big high five. Fingertips are nice and wide. Plant them down into your mat. Push down and away from your mat. We want a nice long spine. Nice long neck. Nice flat back. My toes are untucked. And as I inhale, I'm going to lower my belly. Send my heart forward, chin up. Nice curve in my spine, looking up. Exhale, round your spine. Bring your chin to chest, pushing down and away from your mat. Inhale, lower that belly. Heart comes forward, chin goes up, curving your spine, lifting that tailbone. Exhale, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Nice arch. Inhale, lower the belly again. We'll do this 2 more times on your own. Really making sure you're breathing. And when you're ready, meet me in a neutral position. We're just going to kind of sway our hips side to side as we look over each shoulder. Keep the breathing going. One more time on each side. Then you're going to bring your big toes together, knees nice and wide to the width of your mat. Place your palms on the palm print in front of you. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, send the hips down and back, coming down into our child's pose. Our forehead can come to a pillow. And just breathe here. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, begin to come back up to tabletop again. From here, we're going to untuck our toes. We're going to push down into our mat, into our toes and our palms. And we're going to lift up, sending our hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Begin to bend those knees. No stillness here yet. Make sure those fingertips are nice and wide. Really gripping your mat like you're gripping a basketball. Then both knees coming down. Heels come up on the inhale. Exhale, push them down towards the mat. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, push them down. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, push them down again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower your knees, coming back to tabletop. From here, we're going to inhale, send that left leg back. Then exhale, step that left foot forward, heel toe, so that you're in a low lunge. Nice deep inhale as we begin to rise up, bringing our arms up overhead. And then exhale, we're going to lower our arms down to shoulder height as we come into kind of like a warrior pose, but we're on our knees. Keep breathing here. Arms at shoulder height. Reaching out through each fingertips, making sure that front foot is planted down into the mat. Don't twist too hard. Nice deep inhale, followed by exhale. Next inhale, arms come back overhead. Really reaching up. Exhale, float those arms down and frame your front foot. Step that left foot back. Big toes come together. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, send the hips down and back, coming back into our child's pose. Option to put your forehead on the pillow because it feels so amazing. Keep breathing. 2 nice deep breaths here in child's pose, and then you'll meet me in tabletop. All right, we're going to do it again. Take it to the other side. I'm going to turn this way. Ooh. Okay. All right, so coming back into tabletop, we're going to inhale, send that left foot back this time. Exhale as you step that left foot to the front of the mat, heel toe, if you're like me, to get it up. Inhale, rise up, reaching your arms up overhead, coming into a low lunge. Then exhale, lower those arms down to shoulder heights, facing forward or looking forward. Shoulders down away from our ears. really good for keeping balance because right now I feel a little wobbly, which is to be expected at this late stage of my pregnancy. Our center of gravity is off, which that's why poses like this are good. It's kind of a balancing pose. So it's really allowing me to focus in on keeping my balance, which is good for my focus in general. Nice deep inhale. Exhale out through your mouth. Next inhale, reach those arms back overhead. Looking up. Exhale, float those arms down to frame your front foot. Slowly step that left foot back. Inhale as you begin to bring your big toes together again. Knees nice and wide. Send those hips down and back. Bringing your forehead to your pillow or your mat. Coming into our child's pose. One more deep inhale. Then exhale, we're going to come back up to tabletop. Walk those palms, a palm print out in front of you. Untuck those toes. Inhale as you send those hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog again. Walk those knees out. Inhale, look forward. Then exhale, taking nice big wide steps with your feet. Bring your feet towards your hands. Hands come towards your feet. Meeting me in a forward fold. So again, my feet are nice and wide because I need room for my belly. So determine where your feet need to be, at least hip width distance apart. We're going to hang out here in this downward in this forward fold for a moment. Letting it all hang again. My intention was letting go, so I'm like a rag doll. My arms are hanging. I'm not holding on to any tension. Shake my head, no. Nod my head, yes. Placing your palms on the top of your feet. As you inhale, you're going to slowly slide those palms to the top of your knees. Elbows coming in towards our side for halfway lift. Exhale, flow back down into that forward fold. Bend the knees if you need to protect your spine. Keep breathing. When you're ready, inhale slowly, very slowly, rise up to standing. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, float them down. Let me adjust this. All right, so from here, we're going to take a nice big step towards your left with your foot and another big step towards the right. Point your toes to the corners of your mat. So we're kind of like that. So again, I'm nearing the end of my pregnancy. I am preparing for a natural birth. Preparing, hopefully, might not happen. That's okay. So inhale, arms up overhead, palms come together to touch. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands to your heart and then bring a slight bend to your knees, coming into like a low squat. Inhale, push those arms back up overhead, keeping the palms together, knees are straight. Exhale, bending. Come into that deep bend, feeling that stretch in our inner thighs and our hips, pelvis. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, push those palms up overhead. This time, exhale, float your arms down. Hinge at your hips. Let your head hang, let your arms hang. You're coming down into a wide leg fold, forward fold. And from here, I'm going to give you the option. Plant your palms down on the mat. Heel toe your feet in just slightly. Bend towards your left knee, followed by the right. We're going to come into a garland or a low squat. So option to stay here. You can get a block. Really good for blocks right here to sit on. Yes, that feels amazing. Inhale, palms come together. So this is a really great pose for prepping for labor. This low squat, getting our pelvis ready, our hips. It just feels amazing. Again, you can sit on the block. Option to not have the block. I like to do both, honestly. Both of them feel pretty good to me. And just breathe. Nice deep inhales in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Again, totally optional. If this isn't accessible to you, you can sit down with just a seated wide leg, forward fold, totally up to you. You can get back on the block. Let's keep breathing. One more deep inhale in through our nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Plant those hands on the mat. Coming back down into a seated position. Just can't see my mat that well. Okay. So I'm back down. We're gonna inhale. Bring that left foot in to touch your right thigh. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, just turn towards that extended leg. And then just exhale, fall forward. Again, not full throttle. Wherever your hands land, that's okay. Bring your chin to your chest. Keep breathing. When you're ready, inhale, walk your fingertips towards the front. So keeping that foot in, we're just doing a forward fold towards our front, but keeping that right foot touching our left thigh. Keep breathing. Nice deep inhales like you're smelling the flower. Exhale like you're blowing out a candle. When you're ready on your next inhale, begin to walk those fingertips back. Exhale, extend that right leg out. When you're ready, on your next inhale, bring the left foot in to touch your right thigh. Do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, arms come up. Turn towards that extended leg and exhale. Fall forward. Fingertips land where they are. Chin comes to chest. Keep breathing. When you're ready, walk those fingertips towards the front. Just come into like a seated forward fold, but keep that left foot touching your right thigh. Letting your head hang, chin to chest. Keep breathing. When you're ready, inhale, begin to walk those fingertips back. Exhale, send that leg back out. Oh, excuse me, guys. All right. When you're ready, we're going to inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale, float them down. Take your right hand, grab a hold of your left ear. Extend that left arm out. Nice and gentle. Feeling the stretch on the side of our neck. Keep breathing. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release that hand. Bring your arms down. We'll do the other side. Take your left hand, grab a hold of your right ear. This time, extend that right arm out. Just a nice stretch in the side of our neck as we begin to close out our session. Keep breathing. Maybe really start to deepen your breath. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Float those arms down. Good. Maybe do a few shoulder rolls going back. Coming forward. Oh, excuse me, guys. All right, so when you're ready, I'm going to give you guys a few options for your final resting pose. Because I brought my bolster, and it's not a normal, like super hard bolster. It's really pillowy, so kind of soft and bendable and stuff. But a regular pillow works. A hard bolster works as well. So I'm going to kind of set up a reclining situation right here for my bolster so I can sit back because we're not laying flat on our backs right now. Maybe early first trimester moms, you can, but after that, it's pretty much not okay. So I'm going to kind of set up this situation so I can recline on my back at an elevated position. And I'm going to use this as my final resting pose. You can also do legs up the wall, which I highly recommend. I love this. Very relaxing. Arms can come out. Oh, it feels so good. Especially if you are experiencing some swelling in your feet and ankles, that's good. If you're still going through morning sickness, legs up the wall is also another pose that I used to use to kind of get me through that. So that's an option. You can also sit, lay on your left side, maybe with a pillow in between your knees. Lay your head on the block. That's another option for a resting pose as well. A few options. If you're not expecting and you just want to lay flat on your back, go ahead. We have options here. That's the beauty of yoga. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to do my little reclining bolster pose. I'm going to bring my feet together. So, kind of like in the butterfly position. And I'm gonna stay here for a few moments. So option 2, stay in your resting pose for as long as you like. I welcome you to come back to your breath again. Inhaling in through your nose, like you're smelling your favorite flower. Exhaling out through your mouth. And just coming back to your breath. Coming back to what shifted in your body. What shifted in your mind at this point. So just kind of doing a little bit of self-reflection, mentally and physically. All the while making sure we're breathing nice, controlled breaths. Taking notice again of the sensations in our body. Remembering the intention that we set for ourselves today. Mine was to let go. And again, option to stay here as long as you like. Maybe you fall asleep. Totally up to you, but I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in today. Again, I am going to be doing probably one more week, and I hope I make it to next week, next Thursday at the same time at 3. If you know any expectant moms, definitely tell them to tune in to yogabuzz.org and search for our online classes. This is not the only class that's offered. There are other classes, and there's other events and things going on. So my pregnancy brain won't allow me to tell you everything right now, but if you go on the website, you will definitely be able to see all the things that are happening in the Yoga Buzz world. So again, I really appreciate you guys bearing with me as I slowly get through these last few weeks. And hopefully I will see you guys again next week. Namaste. Have a great day.